So, could you walk us through the key innovation themes that the fund invests in and perhaps illustrate them with a few examples?
So, so these are the broader five categories is where our portfolio companies fall in, and it covers the broader theme which I discussed earlier. So, one is consumer tech companies. So you can think of so basically these are the companies which are capturing the spends of next generation consumers. These are the areas where they spend their money on. For example, Eternal, it's a platform which provides convenience to maybe upper middle class or middle class or upper middle class consumers and next generation in particular. Similarly, Nika is catering to similar set of population. In fintech, we have companies like PB Fintech. Misho is one company which is actually catering to the lower end of the population. So middle class and lower middle class. They are into tier 3, tier 4 cities. Urban companies again, a more convenience-led offering. So these are all consumer tech companies, which is which is disrupting the B2C segment. The other category is B2B disruptors. So as I discussed earlier, delivery is one such company where there is a traditional large company, a large industry, logistics industry, but there's a new company like there are new companies like delivery who are disrupting that old economy industry through their tech-enabled offering. Similarly, we have companies like Apple who are operating into digital advertisement. So there's a large traditional advertisement market. Apple and we know that digital advertisement is growing at a fast pace. Companies like Apple are actually gaining market share in the overall advertisement space. Then there are software companies like NewGen, which are actually participating in whole digitization trend across banks, insurance companies, etc. So that's the second category. Third category is clean technology, as I discussed. The only thing is that within clean technology, we typically prefer companies which have certain IPs or certain designs of their own. So we typically look for companies which make equipments or which make some capital goods and which own the design, rather than looking for companies which operate in the utility kind of companies, which are capital heavy businesses. So we have three such companies in the portfolio like Suzlon, Praj Industries, and Gravita. The fourth category is innovation enablers. Here, there are companies across different segments, but the two key segments to call out are engineering R&D, then CDMO in pharma, and MTA is another company which is actually enabling which is participating in this global AI capex opportunity. Last category is innovation leaders. So, as I said, in the listed universe, right now we don't have many such companies. There are at least one or two companies which I can think which have got listed recently. But I think there will be more opportunities in future where the real innovation is happening in India, and these companies will hit the market. So, in future we'll have more we'll have such companies in the portfolio. As of now, we don't have many such opportunities. Now, see, there's one thing unique about India. So, unlike China, India is a free economy, right? There are no restrictions on Amazon, Google Pay. We have in all the segments you can see there are global players which are freely operating in the Indian market. But despite that, India has created several local champions. So in different segments, let's say example of e-commerce, Amazon, Flipkart, which is owned by Walmart. So these two are global behemoths. But still, Misho is the player who has gained the largest market share in terms of number of orders. It has become the largest platform in India. Similarly, Blinkit, Zepto, Swiggy, these companies have become quite big in quick commerce. And actually, they have forced companies like Amazon and Flipkart to enter into this quick commerce industry. They're late entrants, but they have been forced by the success of Blinkit and likes of Zepto. Similarly, in fintech, we have Google Pay in India for many years, but there are local champions which have emerged. Phone Pay has gained significant market share. Paytm is a strong player in this market. So across the segments, you can see India has created it. India has its own local champions. So that's an advantage. So there are companies which are India pure plays on India, and those companies are listed in India. Can we move to the next slide? These are just a couple of examples, the kind of opportunities this segments offer. For example, quick commerce. It was a $2 billion gross order value industry in 2023. From there, it has gone. It has grown almost 10x to $20 billion in March 26. But still, despite achieving that kind of scale, it is still a small part of overall retail ecosystem. And just to be clear, retail is a very big market in India, more than $1 trillion. And within that, organized and online retail is just a 20% or 22% penetration. And within that, quick commerce is just 20 billion. So just 1% penetration in the organized market itself. So there's a huge runway for growth. Can you move to the next slide? Food tech is similar example. So first of all, the food services market or outside food consumption, that itself is a small market. That itself is a fast growing market in India. If we compare to other economies, India is still evolving in that. We still eat a lot of homemade food, while in other countries have evolved into more outside food consumption. And within that, food delivery market has just 10% penetration. So I think again here there's a significant scope for growth for many years to come. Lastly, digital advertisement. So globally, it's a fast-growing market. Even at this scale, for example, in the left-hand side, you can see the globally it was for almost $500 billion industry and expected to grow at 15% CAGR. And in countries like India, the penetration of digital is even lesser, at around 35 to 40% versus global penetration of around 70% or so. So I think this is another industry where there is significant runway for growth, particularly in emerging markets, including India and several other countries. And lastly, I talked about clean energy. So that's we all know about government's target of achieving 500 gigawatt of renewable energy in next 4 to 5 years, and we are seeing real progress on that. I think that's a big sunrise industry which can evolve over next 5 to 10 years. So those are the bigger trends, examples of some of the opportunities.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.